Up to this point, we've successfully initiated a project using a boilerplate, executed it, examined its structural components, and implemented code on the server side. What would you like to do now?
Boilerplate boasts a notable strength in its robust localization support. The process involves crafting resx files within the project. Facilitating this, the Visual Studio resx Manager extension allows for seamless inspection of various languages at a glance. Moreover, integrating an API key from Azure, Google, or other translation service providers empowers effortless expansion of language diversity within the application. The resx extension is really helpful for managing resx files. For instance, you can identify unused keys or add a new language. Here, we'll show you how to add Dutch language. Double-click on the first item and press Ctrl+S. Switch to the Translate section. Then, we translate the text from English to Dutch and apply the changes. Finally, we add Dutch to the Culture Info Manager. Within the Culture Info Manager class, we possess the capability to meticulously tailor any culture that comes into existence. This multilingual functionality extends seamlessly across pre-rendering, Android, iOS, Windows, macOS, and web platforms. Additionally, it seamlessly integrates into the error description returned from the server and extends its influence to encompass emails dispatched for the identity features such reset password. The components also adapt to the current culture, so for example, the date picker will display the names of the months correctly. Let's talk about validation attributes and see what extra benefit can be provided by boilerplate. These attributes enable the examination of crucial aspects, such as determining whether the product's name is obligatory or ensuring its price is non-negative, both within Blazor forms and the API. However, a drawback lies in the need to redundantly specify the error message resource type for each validation attribute. This practice not only lacks efficiency but also diminishes the code's readability. Enter the DTO resource type attribute, a solution that allows you to declare this information just once, positioned above the DTO. While the previous approach or a hybrid utilization of both methods remains an option, employing the DTO resource type attribute offers a more concise and cohesive means of handling validation concerns.
It's nice to witness the demonstration of it in action.
Boilerplate comes with a valuable feature known as exception handling. Not only does it manage exceptions on the client side by automatically gathering them and avoiding application crashes, it also allows for optional logging. Unlike the common practice among many Blazor developers, Boilerplate Client eliminates the need for numerous try-catch blocks in the code. We'll delve into these functionalities in upcoming videos. For now, let's explore the server-side aspect. If needed, you can throw an exception on the server side. When editing a product, if the product with that ID cannot be located for any reason, you can utilize the resource not found exception. This exception will provide the error key, error description in the client's chosen language, error type, and the correct status code. Moreover, there are specific exceptions designed for particular situations. For instance, the server connection exception occurs on the client side when the server is not available after sending a request via the HTTP client. Another example is the unauthorized exception, along with various other functional and automatic exceptions. Another thing that can aid in grasping the boilerplate controller's codes more effectively is the cancellation token. Imagine a situation where a user submits a request on a web page, such as the admin panel dashboard. This request requires significant resources to process, and it might take some time to send back the response to the user, especially when the server is under load. Now, if, during this time, the user decides to close the app or navigate to another page, we still go ahead and prepare a response on the server side. However, the user is no longer waiting for the response, which puts in useless strain on the server's resources. So, it's best if all actions include the cancellation token in their input and pass it to the methods that can use it. At the end, we'll examine the page result, our final consideration. As we've discovered, OData can readily offer features such as take, skip, and where to the client. However, for effective paging and virtualization, it's often crucial to obtain not only the initial 5 products but also the overall count of products. This ensures the accurate implementation of paging and virtualization. This is when page result comes into play. Initially, if there is a filter or any other element, apart from top and skip, that exists, we apply then. Afterward, we determine the total count, and finally, we apply top and skip. In the upcoming section, we will explore ASP.NET Core Identity. After that, we'll closely examine the structure of the server project. If you're thinking about other options besides boilerplate or even ASP.NET Core, such as using Python Django for your backend, and if you're primarily interested in client-side features, what steps should you consider in that case?
That's a good question. Catch you in the upcoming episode.